Okay, live on YouTube. Sorry, I did a test. We'll be. I'm gonna try and do regular streaming on YouTube. Apparently, it's super complex. What a shock! And to use a computer, you need to have all the software and complicated settings and so on, which I'm gonna need a week to figure out at least. So, we're on a phone. Can't do a screen record like easily on a YouTube Live, but you can. Ultimately, I'll figure it out. So, what we're gonna do today is I'll just go through. I wrote a really brief trust crash course. From scratch. So, we'll do a fresh new trust crash course. All right. So, Liberty Aid Academy is the place for real financial freedom. It's the only place. And there isn't another place. The other places are hoaxes, sad to say. We have so many people come to us because ultimately they find some of, our work out there somewhere, and somebody's plagiarized it, right? And they've created something that doesn't work and they have no support and so on. So Liberty Aid is the only place, Liberty Aid Academy is the only place you're going to get real financial freedom. So, and what do we have there? Well, we have a school. You have courses, right? And the main course you want to know about, what you want to start with, everyone wants to start with this. Everyone in America needs this one thing, okay? And that's the tax-free trust that we have, okay? And you could use it for yourself or any business, all right? I guess we have comments. Okay. We have a chat area, I guess. I haven't seen anyone use it. Okay. So we have this tax-free trust. What you do is you get a trust and you replace any LLC, nonprofit, C Corp, S Corp, your person, any of those, you don't use them anymore. You see? You just use the trust. And then what are the benefits of that? You never pay taxes. Never have to pay income taxes. Ever. Never again. Okay? And other taxes too. You can apply and have them, become exempt as well. So that's not the only good part. That's not the only good part of never paying the IRS income taxes. Never. The second great part is you never report taxes to the IRS. You never, ever fill out a form to the IRS. You get the EIN, and then you never have to contact the IRS again. You do all your financial, everything. Yeah, all you do is get an EIN. That's all you do. That's the only interaction you'll ever have with the IRS. Good question. Yeah. Sweet. Sweet. Oh, excellent. And so, yeah, Nabar. Yeah, so, and the beauty of it, so no paying and no reporting ever. You simply, yeah, oh, no problem, man. So you could get this bank account, like you're like, oh, is this a complex process? No, we made it really simple for everyone. You could do it in one business day, literally. So you're operating a business or whatever, right? At one business day, you change your bank account, change your Stripe, PayPal, whatever you have, you get money, and then tax free. What do you do with your other LLCs? They have no value, really. So I don't see what you would use them for. Because you could always create situations with an LLC that have tax implications. And using this trust, you can never, under any circumstances, you can name anything, create a situation where you will have to file or pay taxes. Should I have the trust? Should I have the trust by? Yeah, all you do is go get the Master Trust 101. You get that, has all the instructions, and actually has some of my time in there too. And if you need to, we chat and we get it through. It's really simple. There's nothing in any way complex about it, although we talk about it, explain it a lot and so on, we have it all figured out. You put in the name of your trust, your address, you print out the documents, you get your EIN, go to the bank, open up your bank account. And that's the entire process. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, it's just, you have to know the right thing to do. And we have that. And then, we have support here too. So, what happens? What happens is when you get the EIN, you're automatically a 501c3. There is no application process. You see what I'm saying? You mean I can have the trust by my LLC? No. LLC has no use. It doesn't, you wouldn't use it for anything. You see what I'm saying? You got hoodwinked. You got a lawyer talk you into something that you have to pay taxes on. And what I am is I'm an accountant. I'm at the school and I teach you how to never report taxes and never pay taxes legally. My mom embezzled my inheritance, put it in a trust that I recently found out about. Thoughts? You could do good things or you could do evil things in this world, and that is a fact. Financially, physically, face to face, you can do evil things, but you're not required to. This is the way you can protect your assets. You could do it. One individual can do all this. You don't need someone else involved. You don't need me or the school or family or anyone. Yourself, one individual, is enough to operate anything. This trust, you see, every place of business, your personal assets, or whatever you used to think of things, you just operate a trust. You get a debit card, a bank account, that's it. Really simple, and forevermore, no tax implications or reporting, and that's it. It doesn't matter what type of action you're based in. You see what I'm saying? So you're automatically 501c3. Well, how does that happen? It's through a clause of 508c1a, okay? And there's an exemption to I'm sorry. There's an exception. It's in the family name and she's trustee. Yeah, well, that's not good, eh? That's not good. You would be trustee or you have no position. You see, that's it, really. Trustee controls everything in a trust, decides everything, and that's completely legal. Any trustee has 100% control. 100% you can do anything with anything in the trust. That's what it is. So, this is the only type of trust that's like this. She wants you dead. Okay, well, I'm sorry to hear that. So only one family member wants you dead? Oh, that's nice. Actually, every family member wants me dead. The family I came from is a large extended family. That would be nice if I only had one family member that wants me dead. I'm having problems with opening a bank account for the trust in Texas. Okay, you should email us if you're having any problem with opening anything. That's what you should do. I had a question, about opening an account. You email us, contact Liberty Aid, contact at libertyaidacademy.org. We verify you're a current student. Great. Oh, okay, then you can ask a question. We help you. There's 3 of all, still more. Yeah, that's that. Yeah, okay, that's family for you. So that's the way a lawyer sets up a trust. You got to do it this way or that way. You set this up privately. There's no expert involved. You don't get family involved. There's none of that. Okay, it's just you, and whatever you have, you could currently protect, and whatever you move forward doing for the rest of your life, no reporting or paying taxes. You see. Okay, so what makes Liberty Aid Academy different from any other financial information you're going to get out there in relation to a trust or any financial information, any legal, financial, accounting, any kind of area that we have information in? What makes us different? 2 things. 1, we have support. Yeah. You see all these other places out there that might speak about any of this stuff, and they sell you this downloaded information, and they have no support. They have no support, no help for you to do it. Like someone's just like, oh, I'm getting stonewalked at Wells Fargo and Chase. Well, let us know because we haven't had problems opening bank accounts at either of those places. Okay, so you might just have a little glitch in your thinking or something like that. No biggie. Oh, hey George, thanks for liking and sharing. That's great. We're gonna move over to YouTube Live. We got the phone thing working now, but you're in Trace 6. Oh, Londa, isn't that great? That's so great to have share. See, we have a lot of great support here for helping you. Contact at libertyaidacademy.org. Yeah, well, yeah. But you can apply for a PPP loan, but you need to set up your trust correctly if you want to get credit. We have a course for that too. First, you open your trust. That's a trust master 101. Okay. Once you do that, you want to get business financial 101. Okay, that tells you how to build this structure and then build credit over time. Okay, for your trust or any other entity, really, but for your trust specifically, because, for example, Wells Fargo, you can open a bank account, but they won't extend credit to the trust. Bank of America, the same. They will open a bank account for the trust, but they won't give a credit card in the name of the trust. Those are the only two lenders I've ever seen. Every other bank, credit card, blah, 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 they all issue credit cards in the name of a trust. So it might not be a bad thing is what I'm saying. If you, anybody is asked to chat so far. Right. Yeah. Excellent. Okay. Sorry. But anyway, okay, I'm going to continue. I'm watching the questions because we're live, so I'm trying to be mindful of that. Okay, so back to the bank account, right? See, Wells Fargo and Bank of America, why would you want to bank with them if you had other options? You see what I'm saying? If a bank issues credit cards in the name of a trust and one doesn't, why would you bank at a place that's not going to give you a credit card for the trust? That's the way I think of it. And because those two issuers don't do it, why bank there? If you're in a place where it's convenient or something, hey, no biggie. I have banked at Bank of America a lot, even though they didn't issue credit cards. It was convenient as my backup bank or whatever, or my first bank. Like I was already banking there. So I went to them, opened a trust. Okay, that's fine. Excellent. Okay, Howard, great. You completed your initial setup of the trust. Yeah, that means getting a bank account, and that once you're in, you're in. No reporting, no taxes. Just have any money go through there, and that's it. A trustee is not limited as to what they can do with that money. You can pay any bill for any other entity. You could take money from anywhere. You see them saying like, oh, it's a grant. Oh, great. Okay, grants are tax-free. Yeah, and there's a tax-free trust. Boom. It's really simple. And to the outside world, right? What else? I would say what makes the school different? Two things, right? Two things. It was the support you have and the testimonials. No other school, lawyer, accountant, right? No one else out there has testimonials like we do with notarized affidavits from the real people. They're not on like, come to our studio and say this now. They just send in their testimonial. This is what happened to me. They show their paperwork. They put it up to the screen. All that stuff is beautiful. Let's not skip mine. I did all my proof for years and years. I still do. Hey, I opened the trust. I did this. Our other courses. Look, I got rid of the debt. Boom. All this stuff, right? All the things we help people with. I posted my proof. Look, I did it. No worries. Look, everyone. Here's my driver's license, passport, right? Social security card and number on YouTube channel. Whatever. I don't care. That's all fake. Everything's fine. if you have a question about, sorry, explain the accounting. If you have a specific question on any of our work, really contact at liberty8academy.org. We have a whole support team. It gets filtered. Like if it's a new student, oh, here's how you get in or whatever, right? Easy ones, and then eventually harder ones. Get through our team of experts, and if I need to, I'll answer it in detail, whatever it is. So we're here for you. You see, we two things make us different: the support from the school and the testimonials. We have a testimonial tab on our website now. If you haven't been there for a while, just go look at it all. Howard, I think he's getting to tell you just throw this stuff in the trash. Unfortunately, this information is copywritten. I'm the first one that's done it. You can't receive this information, this trust, this ability elsewhere, unfortunately. All the other websites you see out there, we help you with your credit, your debt, your taxes, all that stuff. We can't even put literally taxes like credit or debt. We can't have on our website, or we can't be open, period. So that means everyone else if they ever use the word credit or debt on their website or anywhere, what? They're fake. They don't help anyone, you see? So all the lawyers are like credit, debt, all that, right? They're all fake. They don't help you. They don't teach you how to do these things. It's very simple. So that's what makes us different, okay? And then next point is, yes, this trust, we got the proof videos up for our clients, for myself and so on. Qualify for EIDL, PPP. If you set up everything correctly, no biggie, right? And then PPP, credit cards, line of credit, auto loans, right? See, this stuff reports to business credit. Yeah, thank you, George. Yes, you see, we don't try and handle super many questions except for a discussion of topics like I'm doing right now on, like, when it's just verbal. You know what I'm saying? I have videos that go into detail on items, so that you could, our channel has hundreds of videos. But really, email's super good because it forces our students to write down really what's on their mind. Oh, I'm thinking this is my question, and then you got to be specific. Then we give you a written response, sometimes with links, videos, right? And so, you have that to refer to. It's what I thought you said. Eventually, this work is kind of complicated at times, especially if you're doing the work and you're like, well, I had this specific question. Wouldn't it be great if it was written and you could refer to it? You see, it's better that way, really, long term as a student, because we all get, we hit little plateaus or so on in our learning, and it's like, oh, what about this? And sometimes if it was a plateau, what if the next day you're like, what was that again? You got an email, you see? So it really works out well that way. My time is available. You can schedule time with me, and some time comes with some of the courses and so on where we can meet. It's just, you don't want to have to do too much of it. It's less affordable that way. But you also really, I have found almost no one needs my time more than maybe one sit down orientation to their specific situation. And that's where we include, some of my time as a consultation with the trust, So it's just, oh, my situation is this. Well, that's fine. And here's what you do. But really, the beauty of it is everyone's in a situation, right? We're in America, we need a bank account. This is the one you open. No reporting taxes, no paying taxes. Whatever your situation is, business, personal, combination, all that melts away. You simply use this trust, no reporting taxes, no paying taxes, okay? We could talk about it a lot, but that's it. You go open the bank account, I got a debit card, that's it. Any money that goes through there, you don't report, you don't pay taxes. Boom, simple. Of course, there's a lot more benefits than just that, right? You could, let's go over bank it a little bit, because we had a where should I bank question, like Bank of America is good. Wherever you bank, try them first, right? Oh, okay. Well, because there's a reason you currently bank there, location, whatever, So you could probably try there first. They already got your ID and whatnot. Okay. So, but I haven't had problems at all. Most of my clients haven't. At Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Amex, Citi, Schwab, TD Ameritrade, E-Trade, really, they're sometimes local glitches, especially, honestly, in a little more rural areas, usually, honestly, because it's think about it. Not everyone knows what a trust is. Let's just say, and so why would you want to pay your banking staff at least money possible? So why have somebody that knows about trust on your bank staff if you're in a little town, maybe, Uh, Thank you, George. Really, thanks for the support. Yeah, if the more you study, the easier this becomes. Because honestly, it's super easy to do this. It's just we have this prior programming, right? You got to do this way. Death and taxes, blah 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 blah, all that. I mean, because really, if you're, we're all trying to, keep a roof over our heads, survive, and you know, we're maybe the government is doing absolutely everything you want, but would it be better if at the end of the year you send the money if you want to, not because you're required to? That's all we help with. You see what I'm saying? It's just following the rules. And so many good things come out of it. You should really check out our channel. We have a lot of other courses too, where we could talk about, we could help you with the debt and so on, teach you the skills, to ask the right questions, to have them, debt come off your credit report. That's what we want, right? Oh, what's off your credit report? That's all that matters. So, boop. And we have that and so many other things. Study to show yourself approved. God, oh, that's sweet. Study. Exactly. And it's study really, you're just kind of rejecting what we've been told, which is you have to pay taxes, get out there, work, and pay your tax. But wait, right? The super wealthy, we notice you're not paying taxes, and we notice you're not working hard every day. So I'm in Florida. Somebody's out of those boats and jet skis every single day, hanging out. What if you never had paid taxes your whole life and you knew from the beginning, how to do that? You'd be a lot wealthier today. Come on, everyone will be. You see, so you could get this. Your life changes that moment, and then the rest of anyone your family, whatever, you kind of jumpstart them, right? Oh, can you imagine, having your children grow up and like, no, this is simply what you do to fill out the paperwork to not pay taxes. Here, it doesn't work in a W-2 situation, right? Because that only works for the business called the person or the corporate soul, right? That, straw man, whatever you want to call it, right? Or your all cap letter name, your 9-digit number, social security number. You're going to put in the trust information in a W-9, right? Independent contractor, whatever that you want to call it, right? But if you're in a W-9 situation, no problem. You put in the trust, right? Great, fantastic. W-9 comes at the end of the year. Well, the IRS got one. You got one. You both know you're non-reporting, non-taxable. Boop, throw it in the trash. So do they. And that's it. No paying, no reporting. Wonderful. Totally legal. Your employer doesn't have to know that. They just know they send a 1099. You filled out the W-9. That's that. You could get property tax removed, right? You fill out that form correctly, put real estate in the name of the trust. No property taxes, right? So, and so when you have a trust and you have no quote personal, nothing, you don't have anything. Well, you're trustee of this, so this is a way better thing to be, have. But your person, right? Your personal checking account, whatever, you don't have anything in there. You don't ever let revenue come through there. You don't have expenses in there. You don't have anything in there. You see what I'm saying? And so that has a benefit. What? If you don't have anything, you can't be sued for anything. No one can take anything. The government can't take anything when no one can take anything. In fact, if your person, your strawberry, right, has zero, you qualify for EBT. Snap. Oh, snap. Give me some money every month, right? And other monies in like more rural, the up northern states where they're trying to give you side benefits. Like some states give you like Medicaid, Medicare, what have you. These social benefits, if you have nothing and are homeless, because a corporation is homeless. It doesn't really have a home. People have homes, so you fill out the form. Meaning your person, right? You're homeless. Yeah, homeless, sure, whatever. And then have nothing, 000, send me the EBT. Thank you. Oh, we'll rush it within 7 days for sure. 3 to 7 days, EBT. Oh, that's, whatever. It's up to, I don't know, it's keep fluctuating up. It's somewhere between, 3,000 and 5,000 a year, which is decent, for preloaded car for food. I mean, and that's just one benefit. What's another benefit? Oh, sorry, I don't have anything. A person, right? That business has nothing. So let's say you wanted to initiate a lawsuit or respond to a lawsuit. You could sign out the waiver of fee forms down at the courthouse. Sorry, I don't have anything, so I'll fill out this form and put it into the information of the lawsuit. Oh, here, let me put this in. Then I have zero. Why is anyone going to sue you? The IRS won't. For example, people have come to the school with this information. The IRS is suing me for X million dollars. Oh, well, you should open a trust tomorrow, which these people did, and the lawsuit immediately goes away, because why would the IRS move forward? They issued the EIN. You just dumped all your assets, and then what can they do? Nothing. You see what I'm saying? It's a done deal. It's over. It's figured out. All your credit problems, pooish, gone, right? What are they going to do? Let's talk about other side benefits. Let's say someone I know has, I don't know what, some 300,000 in student loans, and they never pay a penny on them because, I think we got a video coming out this week on this one, but there's no reason to pay on them because you can get it in the IDRP, in income driven repayment plan. I don't have anything. So they're like, well, then pay zero. Thank you. And would you please report it positively to my credit report? Yes? Good. Thank you. You see, if you have nothing, you don't have to pay your student loan. So always have nothing. Own nothing. Control everything. Oh, I'm just trustee. I don't have anything. Zero. Mark me down for homeless and nothing. Look, everyone accuses me of gaming the system. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, totally. I didn't create this system, and they're trying to game the system on me and you, your family, and everybody else. So, and they have used the rules for self-benefit. The wealthy elite, let's just tell each other. Oh, okay, great. That's wonderful. But now you know. Can't access. I couldn't really. Lost me. I lost. Here's the question area. Not seeing the questions I'm only seeing the questions for a second. This is the first time I've done YouTube live, so I'm going to. I'm used to doing IG live, and so gonna have a few glitches on here, but we'll improve every week. I want to get on the computer and get a proper screen sharing and so on, so we can go over specific details and so on. But this is the first week I'm doing this. Okay, so all right, so we have these other things. I was gonna go into this other hack, right? Like, get out of your student loan, paying them. I mean, so that means that everyone could go to school and get a degree, law degree, MD, things that pay high money, and then not pay on their student loans forever, you see, and have this way to make some money and help people, you know what I mean? If the lawyers are trying to put us all in debt and, all these other tragic problems. Wouldn't it be great if you had their information to get you out of those tragic problems, and help others? I mean, you see, this financial information allows you to do many things, not just I don't have to pay taxes and so on. There are so many side benefits, like George was saying. If you just take a little bit of time to watch our videos, really, and go do what we're talking about, which are easy things. I mean, you have to open a bank account anyway. You see what I'm saying? Why wouldn't you have one where you don't report or pay taxes? You see, we're not doing things that are extra things to do. We're doing things everyone has to do in everyday life slightly differently, and then we don't incur expenses. Can the assessor come? Yeah, if you can the assessor go after your equity? Yes, if you're not tax free. So, you know, we have a training on how to, put a property into a trust. If you have a current mortgage, let's start from the beginning. Let's say you're going to buy a house, right, under a mortgage. Okay, you're going to close, right, with an attorney or whatever the lingo is in your area, but you're going to purchase it. Lawyer's going to be at the table and fill out some paperwork, and the bank's there, right? They're going to give a loan, and you're going to buy the property for most people. Okay, so at the end, you're going to say, look, to the lawyer, to the closing attorney, what have you, I want it to go in the name of a trust for tax reasons. So they'll be like, oh, okay. Afterwards, if you want to change the name of it, it's harder, right? You got to refinance probably, because it has to all be a part of the documents, what the ownership is going to be of the real estate. If you currently have a mortgage and you just put it into a trust, then there can be an acceleration clause in your mortgage, meaning, oh, you just changed the name, so now you say you don't owe us anymore because you changed the name of who it's in. Okay, well, there's an acceleration clause. They can say, oh, it's all due now, the mortgage. So there's that issue. But if you do it from the beginning, you see, and you have this trust, you're operating this trust, you would just send it right at the closing table. Yeah, you can have it. In fact, I recommend everyone for their first trust get what? For your first trust, this should be the name of your first trust for really pretty much everyone. Your straw man name, trust. Your first, last name, and then put the word trust. Why? Because you always have ID to match that. And it's indistinguishable. You have see, the name of your trust is used not for yourself, right? It's for using out there in the financial world. And so you're trying to make it really easy, given people's programming, what's in their mind, what do they go, oh yeah, sure, great, oh, you're using that trust, hey, great, okay. So whatever business you have or personal or anything anybody can come up with, you have an ID that matches, first and last name, trust. So easy to, oh, you're at the bank, oh, I just opened this trust, oh, okay, that matches your name, great, you must be rich, great, come right in, They love to open up trusts because they think you're super wealthy, great. But it also works anywhere else, any bank, payment gateway, just anything, anywhere. No, it doesn't have to be religious. If you look in the 508(b)(1)(a), oh my God, no. No, it's so not the 98 EIN BS. No, that's all a hoax, fake. No one has proof. You see, that's what's different about us. No, that's 100% fake. That's just Freemason, made up, nothing. They're always like, you gotta do this and there. Let's talk about the EIN, 98 EIN. Can Bulletproof Trust stop foreclosures? That's our advanced training, and you have to get into that. I'm not going to go into that here. Of course, we've been 100% successful for that. That's advanced training, and you have to know how to use a trust and so on, have it open and all that. I'm not going to go into all that right here. Yeah, but you're going to like that. All right. Okay. Yeah. What was I? Those were good questions. Those are all really good questions, and thank you for having them. What we want to do is we have a lot more people coming over on YouTube because our channel is huge over here already. That's why we want to start the live thing here. So be looking for us at Mondays at noon. It took me a while to get going today. I want to come to you in a increasingly and more advanced format. So I want to be looking at the screen so I can look over details and so on. Oh, the 90/80. Yeah, oh my God. Yeah, I know why I left my mind. Look, that's not human behavior, okay? That's lying, evil, demon behavior, okay? This is what we do. This is what humans do, okay? This is the way you can tell a human from a just, soul liar, basically. This is what a human does. Hey, here's my proof I did something. For me, it's like, look, when I started this channel, look, I got out of debt. Here's my, I won a core, so. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. No one cares about that IRS BS. No one cares about that at 98 stuff. Yeah, that's all fake. Don't talk over me about that. No, you're just messing people up and you're a liar. And if I could have cut you off this channel. Yeah, soul liar. That's right. Quit talking over me about that 98 nonsense. Honestly, people come to me after listening to you. So let me talk the difference here. This is a difference. Humans, they go, look, this is what I did. And I posted my proof. Look, I got rid of my debt. This is the way I opened my trust first time. Here's the way I got it at Secretary of State. I posted all my proof first of what I did. Then I said, hey, I'm here to help you if you want to do the same. And that's the exact opposite of what they do. Everyone out there on every social media selling every lie, like the 98 EIN. You say the God we trust, right? The U.S. government, right? The we, me 33, right? Worshiping the devil, that's 33. Okay, you're saying that at the end of their rainbow, they have a secret pot of gold that they were saving for you, but they just forgot to let you know. That's the 98 EIN. That they're not actually evil, and the devil, we don't worship the devil. Oh, no. That's not us. We have secret money for you that we're hiding, but we're just secretive that we're good. That's the government, the one that forecloses on people and throws them into the street. And the bank never signs a piece of paper, so there's no contract and no debt is owed in the entire United States to any bank. And yet the sheriff comes by and tries to throw everyone in the street. And you say that 98 EIN is right. No. That's not human behavior. That's evil. I sold my soul and I got paid, right? PPP 666. What's that? PPP, right? Hey, 666 PPP. That's them. That's why all of them are out there just laying around doing nothing. They sold their soul. Okay, no, this is what works for humans that aren't going to bend the knee to the devil and just, oh yeah, I got to sell my soul. No. These are legal skills that anyone can use. This is information on how to open a bank account. This isn't that lying, waste my years, send my money. No, it ain't like that at all. There's nothing like that 98 stuff. Boy, if I could... They spend so much time and energy and money lying about that stuff online. Just to what? Hide this very basic information that anyone could do, that we have. We could put a zero behind all our course numbers and still be worth it. Oh my God, that was all true. We don't do that. We're helping people. And people get to the end of us helping them, like, oh my God, they actually helped us. And they make a testimonial. They're so stoked. They're like, this is nothing like anyone else. So that's the difference. But yeah, that's a good question. We get that question a lot. I get a little hot under the collar about it, but I'm just saying, it's so evil. It's ubiquitous, these liars. It's like, I got, how many millions of views and thousands of views. It's just, it's so creepy, And so, no, one thing we focus on is helping people. That's why we're here. We want them to get the end of the information, and they're so overwhelmed with joy and happiness. Oh, no problem. That they get to the end of it, and they're like, I want to make a testimonial. That's who we are. You see the difference? You go to the 98 EIN, it's not like a whole page on their website. Click page after page after page after page of testimonials like ours. We only got half of ours up now. I'm supposed to add all this other stuff. Which we will, right? But I'm just saying, we have a mountain of it. And no one could anyone 98, they don't have one. So that's what you got to look at. That's why I let off as say, what's different about Liberty Aid Academy? We have support and testimonials. You'll never find those two things anywhere else. You'll never find it. Go look. Go look for proof. Oh, you're a lawyer, okay, and you help people by doing this thing, okay? Do you have the proof on your website or your YouTube channel that you, the lawyer, right, did what you're saying I should do first? Do you have that posted? Because I do. Oh, good. Thank you, George. Your yard stream. Oh, yard stream. Thank you. Thank you, George. I'm going to look into that this week. Thank you very much. So, that's what's different about us, okay? So, really, any other questions or thoughts? But that's just a trust crash course. Super appreciate those great questions, great support, from former clients to get students to get on here and be like, hey, it's not that. Don't worry about it. Go look over here. The government tries psyops to rope you into the game. What Jack does is legit, right? Exactly. The government, right? They're just trying to control your mind and your time and your energy, your money, and da 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 da. But are they doing what they're telling us we should do? No, they all have trust accounts. You see giant houses and I got too many boats. They got so many boats we can't use our boats that much because we're just too busy using our other boat and our other place, and we're tired because we ate a lot and we don't do much but use our boats and hang out and do stuff. I mean, you got to look around. You're like, how, because they're telling us one thing, but what are they doing? Just the complete opposite. Complete opposite. Complete opposite. So, okay, you're doing the complete opposite, but is that legal? So then this 98 information is like, oh, well, they must be getting the secret money. No. They got some secrets, but I mean, and yeah, they are getting secret money for sure, but you're not going to be able to get that money. Otherwise, what? They would have offered it to you already, right? Yeah, no. Sorry, I don't want to sell my soul. So, what's the alternative, right? You can use these things which benefit you, your family hugely, right? I'm an accountant, so let's just, the monthly accounting, right? Okay, everything is how your monthly accounting is right now, right? You make this amount of money and a third of it or whatever, some amount of it goes to the government for taxes. Okay, I get that back. Boom. Nice. Oh, wait, you said I could EBT too? Oh, that's money on top. So I got expenses lowered, right? Which got me all my money back. Oh, wait, I also get this extra money too. Boom. Oh, wait, you said I could go to school too for free and pay nothing, and that would pay all my expenses. And I could choose a degree where they pay me money after, or I could do something like, Jack is doing right now and help people. Like you could get a law degree and a bar card. Why not? Be in the system and sure. Every doctor has sold their soul for a TV show that never happened. Sure. But you could get a MD degree and actually be a good doctor. There's zero. There aren't any, right? There are none. They all sold their souls and closed all their hospitals. So we need one. You see what I'm saying? All of a sudden, we need a good one. And a good whomever else. Like head shrinker, right? You want to go get MD, psychiatrist, right? Or what have you. There's so many helpful things that people could do, but sit here and go, oh, well, financially, da-da. No. Financially, you could serve people to the highest level and get the highest trading. No, do taxes have to be? Yeah, before you get this type of trust, of course, you got to pay taxes. Death and taxes are assured for you. Sure, but after you open this, just the death part, not my taxes. So yeah, no. Once you open the trust, that's it. You see? No, that's done. Once the account is open, you just money moves through there. And that's it. No more forms to the IRS, no more paying taxes, no more checks, or it's over. That's it. And it's legal, so it's for forever. It's going to be, not just you, but wouldn't you be like, hey, next generation down, guess what? You don't want that type of bank account. You want this type of bank account. You know? What if taxes are currently owed? Ooh, that's such a good question. I got a video coming out this week about that. You're gonna love it. But let's do the short form. Okay, so what are you gonna do, right? You're gonna open a trust, and then you're gonna close your personal everythings, right? No more revenue, no more bank account, no more expenses. Just it comes out of the person's name, goes into the trust name, whatever you're doing, right? And so now you have no bank account in the name of the person, you have no assets, you have nothing. Zero. Because we're not businesses. You see, you can't go into a bank and be like, can I have a bank account? No, they'd be like, give me ID for what you want to open it for, right? We run businesses, but we're not businesses, right? So your person, i.e. a business type, is going to have nothing. We're still running it. You still want it to have great credit. You just don't want to have a bank account, assets, expenses, nothing else, you see? But give me all the benefits you got. Thank you. You see? So now this applies to any past creditor, not just the IRS. Why would you pay them anything? You see what I'm saying? 401k, right? I have another video coming out. It's already recorded this week, too, about that. That's a question about past taxes, too, right? But it's just like this. If you have nothing and the IRS issued the EIN so you never pay taxes or report, yeah, good question. I already answered that question, though. A job, I said W-2, you can't, W-9, you can. I already answered that. So anyway, so you have nothing, right? You have nothing now. Your person has you, what you thought was you, but turns out it was your person. It wasn't you. And you just run that business, a person, and now you run a trust too. So as past creditor code, the IRS just issued you an EIN that allows you to hold all assets in the name of a trust and never pay taxes, never report. Okay, and they know that. They know they did it. They know. Very few. They issued it to very few people, so they know they did it to you. So now, in the future, they're going to send a bill, but why would you pay it? Because that person has nothing. And in fact, why would they even come looking for that money, really? You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't look very hard for that money because they get that you just gamed the system and beat their little song and dance routine and are holding money in this trust, like they do. And so you're welcome to pay your past taxes. Have at it. That's a reason why you might choose not to. You follow me? Okay, good question. So yeah, past taxes is kind of like 401k. So you got to think about it like that, right? Okay, I'm at the end of switching over everything, assets, expenses, and so I got nothing on my person's name. Everything's in my trust name. And what is the last thing you do? You're at the same bank. Let's say you're Chase or Schwab or something where you have your 401k, and now you just add a trust account there, right? So what do you do with your 401k? Transfer, boop, into the trust. Click transfer. How much? Bid it full amount. Click full amount. Bid it goes in. That was it. You want to pay taxes on those past whatevers? That's up to you. But there are no assets for them to recover the IRS, so they don't move forward with any attempts to collect. because they understand you just beat them and have no assets. They are thieves. They're not part of a government or anything. They're just there to steal. You see? And so if you have nothing to steal from, why are they going to steal from you? That's it. You see? It's very simple. Life is simple that way, uncomplicated. See, the IRS issued it. They're not going to fight. They know you won. Why are they going to fight with you? No, no, they don't. You know that whole thing, oh, the IRS agents are really sticky and looking into everything. No, they're reading your bank account, whoever's money you try to collect it. Yeah, no, not that one. No. That's that whole, no, 1934, no, that ain't it. That ain't it at all. That ain't it at all. That's not it. That's not it. They run a trust. You could look it up on Dun& Bradstreet in Pennsylvania. They run this type of trust. And so I matched it, right? And I'm an accountant and auditor. And so I was like, what are you doing? Oh, it's legal to do what you're doing. They got We Trust /USA Inc. It's at the Dun & Bradstreet, right? They took it off. Secretary of State as soon as I found it, so it's hard to find. Would the jail you if you have no assets? You think what? Then they would have to jail everyone. You see what I'm saying? People don't have assets. I don't think I made that clear. You have no money. No one has any money. No one. No one has any assets. Your person does. Your trust does. Your nonprofit does. Your LLC does, but you have zero. No one has any money. Get real. Everyone would be in jail. Right. 2003 Seabird Street. Now you talking. Now you got it. That's the issue. They got We Trust. You see what I'm saying? So you're replacing their jurisdiction with your jurisdiction. I didn't even answer the question about the job. Yeah, W-9, no problem. If you have your job, use W-9, you get the trust. You just go down to personnel or whomever because you filled out a W-9 there to begin with. You're like, oh, I need a new W-9. They're like, okay. You just fill it out, you hand it to them. What do they care? They don't care. They just send that 1099 out every year, and they got to issue the check to the right name and so on off the W-9. It's your prerogative to change that W-9 any day of the week, anytime. You're just like, oh, hey, I need to change our W-9. In fact, you could have that W-9. They have them, like, whatever. I think they have them at, like, post office and we're like library online, too. They send them to you for free, anything you need. So you can have it filled out and be like, here's my new W-9. That's it. That's all there is to it. There's nothing else you have to do while you're at. You know, if it was like a automatic payment or something, like directly into your bank account, you might need that information of your trust too. You know, in case you have that going on where you work or whatever. That's it. That's it. Yeah, well, you know, whatever. You're only forced to do W-2 because you're working for that business or whatever. Oh, thank you so much, Joe. Good to hear from you. Thank you for all you wonderful people coming on here with a lot of experience with our work and so on. Thanks for the support for the people coming along just doing it. And if you're new to this, really, the people that are speaking out on here, you could. That depends on your situation with your W-9 on a municipality. That's up to the municipality. It's not up to me. It's not up to you. You see, if you would have worked for the devil, you pay the devil. You see, W-2 is just pay, you work directly for the devil. Pay the piper, as they say. Let's say that word. Let's say, you want that job, you pay the piper. You see, there are other ways, though. And our advanced financial training is, that course is how to go about making a change from a W-2 position to a W-9 and then get out of that whole mess. You see, I really get into serving others directly like I do. whatever your area of expertise is, I've kind of shown you how to do it, right? Do it yourself first, save the proof that you know what you're doing and talking about, right? And then you post that out there and say, these are, these are my testimonials from excuse me, for my successful clients. And then, here's the rates and so on. You can build any business to serve others like that. You see, you don't have to be in a W-2 or W-9 situation. You go more directly for helping others directly. You see. However, everyone is talented enough to do that in some area where they just decide, I'm going to be an expert in this area. And then I started out just a decade ago, in this specific work. Any donation amount. When I started that debt stuff, I was like, here's my proof. And then I built a clientele from that. I quickly changed out of that to set prices and so on and so on. Anyone could do that. For your area of expertise, you just go out there and help people in that way. And we have that training too, how to do that. When you get the trust, you get advanced financial solutions. So it's been many years I've helped people with this. I don't sit idly by and hear that question about the W-2 and the W-9 and don't have answers. We have answers for you, okay? We understand your situation and we're in it. Now we're not. Okay? And we want you to have the same ability. You, your family, your loved ones. Okay? That's why we do this work. That's it. All right? Anything else? I feel, wow, for a first run, I love it. Great questions, great feedback. Definitely coming back on here on YouTube Live. Gonna try and do Mondays at noon, okay? We just see we get a lot of traffic on our website then. So we're on people's mind then. So it's usually people had a question about this or that when that's going on. So we want to be here. I want to be here to at the time when most people are interested to be able to answer questions so on myself. That's why we're here today. And we want to be here next week at noon too. Okay? Any other thoughts and questions before we go? If not, please get on the YouTube channel and now some of the older videos, this is what happens. Car in the trust. No, not if you're still making payments, sorry. Older videos, some of them are just proof videos, You should know. Love you. Yeah, see, you got to know what's up. Here's the thing. You can only receive training from someone who's done something, who's an expert in it, and they have to provide proof, and we do that. You're not going to find it anywhere else. I looked for years. Go ahead and do it if you want. It's a tall class. But go ahead and look. We have the proof, and we're patient here. Yeah, thanks so much. We're here for you. Okay, any questions that come up, anything in real time, anything you have. We do have a lot of videos. Those older videos are kind of like, they're for our students now. A lot of them are online and in libraries for our students. Okay. It's really, you got to think of it. It's like advanced trading, really. How do we prove banks do not the original creditors? You have the banks prove it. You ask them for proof, and then can they ever send a contract that they signed and you signed? No. That's the proof. They didn't send it. So they have harmed and injured your person, right? We have those steps. Accounting, it's called Accounting Principles 101. That's what course you want to get that. Accounting Principles 101. Oh, nice. Oh, Aaron, great. So, but our stuff has become so much more advanced since then. Oh man, they don't like to hear from us. Our asking questions has become much better. But what are you asking for? Let's just do a quick run through, right? This is a good YouTube Live. Okay, I use an example. You're building a house. You hire a general contractor, right? Meaning you have a contract, which you both sign. You're going to build a house for me. It's $100,000. We both agree. Here's the time, da da, everything, all the things or details are spelled out. There's a contract. We both sign. Da-da-da. Okay. And the building comes, the contractor says, you owe me $1 million. And you're like, no, I got a contract right here. Owe you 100,000. You give him 100,000. You see? Oh, thank you. Liberty Aid is the best. Thank you. We try to be the best. So you write into the bank or creditor, whomever, hey, right? Because it's like that contract, right, with the general contractor, right? You're like, wait a minute. See, we got a contract. It was 100,000. That's what I owe you. That's what's going to stand up in court. That's what the contract is for. That's all we have in writing. How can you say it's something else? You see? And so you ask the bank, okay, you want to collect a bill. You sent me a bill. Where's the contract between you and I that backs up that bill with both of our signatures on it? And a signature, right, like an autograph, has no value whatsoever unless it's an original. Has to be wet ink, they call it, right? A wet ink of yours, a wet ink of mine on the same contract, same paper, right? Right? Oh, it'd be like, oh, I'm going to sell you a Babe Ruth autograph copy from my copier. How much value would that have? Because you can give a copy to everyone. You got a copy. You have a copy of the thing outside. What? How does that help you? Where'd you get it from? Who gave it to you? Because that's the one who could collect, right? What are they selling? Oh, I sold your debt. Well, wouldn't you have sold the contract, which would be the pieces of paper that prove you could collect the debt? Wait a minute, you never have that? Originally, you never have that. A general contractor has to contract, right? He or she has to have it, right? To get paid to build a house. I used to build houses, right? And so they need that. Yeah, of course online. Of course. Yeah. Why do you think that charges such high interest rates? Because they're not due any money. It's the business risk they're taking. Sure, take the business risk. That doesn't mean I owe you. That's fine. Oh, most banks don't have a license. Go look them up. I do. They're not licensed to do anything. Some of them don't have a registered agent in any state. NASA, Federal Credit Union, for example. No registered agent. They can't be sued. You can't find them. They don't legally exist anywhere in any state, so you can't sue them. But the bank exists, and they have branches. I mean, modern money can't. Yeah, that's complete useless nonsense, basically. And yeah, every kind of like the capital gains triggered. Then no, it may be, yeah, past taxes may be triggered from your person to put in a trust where no events happen, right? And we already went over, should you pay past taxes or not? Well, why? Because you don't put anything in your person. What can they get? We already went over that. Okay, already went over that. Watch the video again. We go over that. And we have a lot of other videos on it too, and we have a lot of help for you. So anyway, the bank never has a contract, so every debt by every lender in the United States is collected illegally. Top secret banker's manual. Yeah, those are like, let's just say kindergarten level primer stuff. Really a lot of words, but not very helpful. Let's just be real. Because here's the reality of the situation. The In God We Trust issues notes, not promissory notes. There's no promise to pay. It said Federal Reserve note. No promise. There's no promissory note. And Federal Reserve is the what? But the printer. That's all they are. They're a printer. A printer. In God We Trust. If there's a trust used in public, it has to have the name trust at the end of it. And if you use the word trust at the end of any publicly viewable information, it has to be a trust. And on a dollar, In God We Trust, that's a trust. You could look it up Used to be able to look it up at Secretary of State of Pennsylvania, and now you can look at Dun and Bradstreet in Pennsylvania because they hid it since I found it. You could look at my old video on me finding it. Yeah, kindergarten level, baby stuff, what you're talking about in those books, baby stuff. We have the real deal that could help you. You see, you got We Trust, who's we, be 33, spit a W, spit a E, 33, right? Yeah. Anyway, that's what they worship. We 33, that's not Jesus, right? It ain't Jesus. That's for sure. No other God you can name. Yeah. So anyway, that's what they're up to. And they issue notes, you see? And they just could print them. Oh, okay. Why do we have to use your notes? You see, the ego we trust is not registered at the Secretary of State that you could find in any state. So the use of ego we trust, i.e. dollars, is illegal in every state. Yeah, basics matter. The basics. They don't talk about the basics anywhere, except here at Liberty 8, because we found them. I'm an auditor. The ego we trust, you could go look it up. It's right on the dollar. It says it's a trust. So you can operate a trust the same level and do anything the ego we trust does and not pay taxes. And their property they don't pay property taxes, do they? It's in their trust. It's so easy when you stop listening to what they're saying and start watching what they're doing. You see? That's what an auditor does. It's like, oh, well, that's a terrific story. Can I see your paperwork? Yeah, that don't really match. You see? And so that's my skill. I'm an auditor. So I looked it up, and we got the skills for you. And then I did the processes, and then I posted proof. You see? That's shirt. Thank you. Mir Baba Pink. I appreciate it. Beachy. I'm at the ocean. The ocean's nearby, but it's not as near as that. You couldn't be able to hear me very well. Okay, wonderful IG Live, YouTube Live. Thank you for being here. Lots of peeps. We're going to try and do this every... Congrats on marriage, too. Thank you. I hear the marriage status got changed on Facebook, so that's a good thing. She likes to stay behind the scenes. And that's really what a good partner should do is make sure that the family and the ladies are not stressed and not having to go out there and face this mess, if possible. All right, Joe. Anyway, thank you all for coming. God bless you all. Look for us on here again Monday at noon. Great questions, all of them, really. Everyone, every single one, there wasn't a bad question in the bunch. They were all great. Please come back. Write them down during the week. Hit me with everything you got, question-wise. We love that here. I have the answers, okay? So thank you for that. And we look forward to doing this again next week, all right? This is a good, nice, long show with a lot of information. So the real deal. Thank you, Yolanda. Hey, post this on after this. Please post this on your social media. We're hard to get out, right? Because we have the truth. Just go post it today, a couple days. Like, hey, peeps, come on. You get a free show every, YouTube at noon. You get real questions answered, all that stuff. We'd really appreciate it. Because all we're trying to do is help people, Once you have the information, you're just, okay, we know it. Let's tell somebody else, okay? All right, thank you for being here. Have a wonderful week. If you need anything from us, contact at libertyaidacademy.org. All right, have a wonderful day.